Peace, family. QI Critical Thinking is in the building. And I'm only gonna be on for like a few moments here. This is not gonna be long at all. I tried to go live a little late because I like to let all of the bigger content creators go before me because I know y'all like to catch a little of that mess. And I like to keep up with what's going on these streets as well. Just to know, you got to be familiar with your surroundings. But today's topic is going to be a recap. For those of you, I posted on my community post a live stream that young Pharaoh did, and it made the title or the references may not appear to be basic American history, but it is. I have been struggling for a while to try and determine where to start the basics with Black American Indian history. It was quite complicated, but today, by watching young Pharaoh's lit live stream, it gave me some idea of where I needed to start because I need to combat, the greater issues or the greater issues first. So tomorrow, I'm going to do a recap, a breakdown of what young Pharaoh covered in that live stream, as well as I'm going to give some further information. This is going to be some information that even young Pharaoh would be able to use in a debate when debating indigenous American history and who are the Black indigenous Mayans, Aztecs, Incas, who are the indigenous Black American Indians. Okay, so I'm going to give him some food for thought because on one side, he's very researched, and I am too when it comes to the information that he covered today. I've never been a part of the Black conscious community. I've mingled with the Black conscious community, but I've never been a part of the Black conscious community because the Black conscious community is sort of like the Black religious community. It's the Black Pan-African community. And I have been a part of the Black, even though I don't like to go under this terminology, I am the founder pretty much of the YouTube one of the founders of the YouTube Black American Indian, or as they call it, the Aboriginal American YouTube sector. And most of those are not, accurate when it comes down to their history because as well, it's also been infiltrated by religious doctrines. So this is one of the greater reasons why I've decided to, be able to provide my own, provide history, myself on my own channel, because it's important that you get the history accurate. And as well, like even with the genealogy aspects of it, that's complicated because of those same group of people, those same infiltrators. There's a lot going on with that. And I just don't really want to put my or any other person's history, genealogy, DNA on the screen. I'm going to have to try to find a way to do that, to show you how to do that without, putting somebody's information or business out there. So, now that I've said that, but let me just go ahead and just do a quick recap for those who are entering the building. For those who have not checked out young Pharaoh's video that is posted to my community page from a live that he did today, go ahead and check that out because I'm going to break that down tomorrow. And I'm going to even go further into details into, Black American history, the origins, and like where a lot of things stem from based off of his live stream. Okay. And I like to say, young Pharaoh, like I believe, like I share in a thought with 75% of what, young Pharaoh teaches. He also teaches sacred sciences, and things of that nature. And he's very in depth with African history. I'm more in depth, like, and that's, and I'm more researched in American, history, and I, have a wide knowledge of African history as well. However, he's asked me himself, how am I doing the work? And I'm LGBTQ. So he doesn't, even though he has taught the Black woman is God and parthenogenesis, he doesn't, I can tell just based on his idea of LGBTQ that he does not, either he does not want to accept parthenogenesis, or he's not that, researched and versed in parthenogenesis and what it consists of, and asexuality, and the origins of, gender and sexuality. So I'm going to go ahead and shout out the room. All right, let's see who we have in here today. Miss TR in the building. Hello, sister. Always much appreciated your support, your love, and your care. Miss B Town Hester in the building. Same. Likewise, sister. I appreciate all my sisters that come through, all my brothers that come through and show me that love and support. It really means a lot to me, and from the heart. Because y'all my people and I love you. When I say peace, love, and light, peace, love, and wisdom, and love you, family, I mean it from the heart, because love is the key, and love solves a lot of things if we only knew. All right, drunk meek drinking to get drunk in the building. Yes, sister. I got a moderator in the building. Much appreciated. Thank you for your hard work and your determination. Light Storm in the building. Hello, my spiritual sister. Deborah Mayo in the building. Rochelle 200. See, I remember, y'all don't think, but I remember I'm attracted to, I'm an intellectual, so I'm attracted to intellect, and I look at a lot of things, and I observe a lot of things. And one of the things that I always remember about people is their frame of mind. And Rochelle, no, you're into, sort of like the African history, as well as you're into psychology, and you probably didn't think I would remember that. But shout out to Rochelle, Lightstorm, Deborah Mayo, Miss B Town Hester, Miss TR in the building. So let me go ahead and get started, because this is not going to be long, because I got to get prepared for, the recap of young Pharaoh tomorrow. But today I want to talk about something that's very spiritual. A lot of people don't know don't know the meaning, that numbers have meanings. In fact, I'm gonna go even further. Everything in life has a meaning. Anybody who is spiritual, we know that there's nothing that happens accidentally. Everything has a purpose, and we know that, like, we put the higher, and what would I say, higher, the ancestors, the archangels, the higher sources above us, knowing that they are in control, no matter how it appears to be right now here on earth with us, like how we see all this chaos. Within all this chaos, like the yin and the yang, there's a purpose between the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, because there's a balance in the middle. And pretty much, with the yin and the yang, we're supposed to, we're supposed to be trying to balance, like the scale, like in African spirituality, they call it mayat. The scales are balanced. And there is even a statement that says your heart has to be light as a feather. Light as a feather. And that's deep. You got to think about it. That means you got to, have healed. And, you can't have a lot of emotional holdbacks and things of that nature. Health psychology. Okay, cool. That's cool. I like psychology as well, Rochelle. But, okay, so everything has a meaning. The reason why we have holidays is because of not only the frequency and the vibration of the number of that date, not only because of what moon cycle, and what a moon cycle is like whatever, like we call them zodiacs. Okay, now in Africa, or in I say Greco, according to the Greco, There are 12 moon cycles, 12 tribes. According to my indigenous ancestors, the Mayans, there are 13. 13 is a very sacred number, and which I'm going to talk about a little of that tomorrow too, in comparisons. But 13 is a very sacred number with the Mayans. And so there are 13 moon cycles, and the Mayans, we go under 1320, which means 13 moon cycles and 20 days per moon cycle. Now, if you don't think that moon cycles and moons are very important, just think about a woman and our menstruals. I hope I pronounced that right, because last time I pronounced it, they were making joking all over Lipstick Alley. But menstruals or menstruations. Our menstruations are lined up with the moon cycles. We have menstruations every moon cycle. You're supposed to have menstruations every moon cycle. And this should indicate, or this should be proof or evidence that our bodies are in line with the heaven, the moon, the stars, the constellations, the cosmos. We are 80% water. And in just a minute, I'm gonna tell you. Let me just go ahead and do this. I don't want to. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm free talking, but I had some information here to substantiate what I'm saying. Hold up. Okay, here we go. So first, let me break down the meaning of this full moon. Okay, now this is the last moon of the year, and it's the most significant moon of the year as well. They call this the cold moon. Okay, so our ancestors, whether it be Africa or America, they all, they all observed the moon and different things in terms of like when they did certain things, because like there is an effect, under certain moons, just like our zodiacs. We are given characteristics based on when we were born, what moon cycles, because like we think that, for instance, I'm a Leo, but I'm not just a Leo. I'm a Leo. I have some Scorpio. I have some Aquarius, depending on what day, what time of the day, what moon cycle, what sun cycle, a lot of things determine, your characteristics. And a lot of intellectuals who don't believe in evolution and the things of that nature, they call it God's intellectual design. Or, like it's like sort of like a manufacturing, like a what do you call it? A manufacturing assembly line. But there are also other things that determine your personality and your character as well, like your upbringing. Like your race, gender, a lot of things also determine your upbringing. So that this is why we still, even though you might share the same, like twins, you might share the same zodiac, your characteristics might be different, may be different. In the manner of like twins can't be like twins are not going to, of course, be born exactly at the same time. There's going to be a second or two difference. So that, there you go. But let me just explain this full moon, then I'm gonna try to bring everything home. And I'm gonna read this from an article to keep from, getting off path a little bit. With the year coming to a close, December highly anticipates full moon in Gemini. So this full moon is in Gemini. So to be able to understand the purpose and the significance, and I'm talking on my own right now, of this full moon, you will have to look at the characteristics of Gemini. Okay. Now, Gemini will be swirling with validation from the cosmos, along with the same much needed clarity. However, before you think you're going to take the easy way out, the spiritual meaning of December 2019 full moon is actually a lot more traditional than you'd expect. This is especially true with the Sun and Mercury traveling through the adventurous sign of the Archer. And we're going to have to look up that Archer because myself, I'm not fully acquainted with the Archer, so I'm going to have to look that up. But although after Jupiter's shift into Sirius Capricorn, it's safe to say Saturn ruled Capricorn will take it from here. And that includes December full moon too, or as well. Okay, this month will be jam packed with astrological transits, which mean you will experience shifts both personally and collectively. Jupiter, planet of abundance, Jupiter, which is the planet of abundance, expansion, luck, and bounty, will shift into Capricorn on December the 2nd, where it will remain for the next 13 months. So for the next 13 months, 13, didn't I tell you? And this is a regular article. This is from, I'll give you the source in a minute, but it will remain for the next 13 months. So, that further signifies that it's supposed to be 13 months, 13 moon cycles, etc. Okay, luckily, this will definitely soothe out some of the tension Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node have brought upon you. Jupiter can be incredibly gracious, so let's hope for the best. Okay, I'm going to break it down, so don't worry. Okay, now this is the part I really wanted to read. Now, this is the most important part. Okay, did you know at least 60% of the human body is made of water? The reason I ask is because both the sun and the moon emanate a divine frequency capable of influencing the ocean tides. Along with the water within your body, this brings me to the next point. Both of these powerful luminaries can heighten your emotions and evoke consciousness. Both of these powerful luminaries can heighten your emotions and evoke consciousness. So this is what this is the effect of the moon. Not just the full moon, but any moon. But with full moons, it has the heightened. It has the maximum. It has the full. Okay, and let me just recap real quick. And we're water just like the ocean. So if the moon can influence the ocean tides, then it also influences our, us as water beings. For instance, the sun represents your outer world, physical identity, and ego. And it's equivalent to the way you express yourself in the physical dimension, genuinely and unapologetically. Okay, so there you go. So the moon, because we're water, and the sun, both, because we're water beings, it influences our emotions and evokes our consciousness. So like our ancestors, they pick full moons, and especially full moons on certain dates, to do things like meditate, do things like meditate, or as we like to call it, manifest, law of attraction. Some of you might want to say pray, pray, but whatever you call it, our ancestors picked certain days, certain moon cycles to do certain things because of the effect, of the moon. Because with law of attraction, it is like I think, therefore I am. Whatever you think, you manifest. A thought is a powerful thing. A mind is a powerful thing. A thought is a powerful thing. We manifest things through thought. And if they would only teach us that, and this is why they infiltrate our thinking a lot. This is why they try to manipulate our thinking a lot with television, radio, or music, because music is universal language, and it also has a great effect on our emotions and our consciousness. And television, it's a manipulator. You have to watch what you feed your thoughts, what you feed your mind. And see, this is why sometimes, like, I don't run on here and things of that nature, because I'm meditating, or I'm trying to stay grounded. I try not to let anything just take too much of control of me. I try to, stay with nature, stay grounded. Okay. But this is why they have all of these distractions. This is why they cause all of these distractions to keep us off, to disconnect us from nature. Because like our Mayans, if we was on a 1320 calendar, it automatically synchronizes us to nature, which means that your whole life will be more in sync and harmonious, with everything. Which means that Everything will happen like you wanted it, or everything will happen like you needed, or, according to your true essence, or, your true you. Okay. And so, that's definitely the purpose of the moon. All right. So tomorrow on 12/12 is going to be the full cold moon. Now, why is 12/12 important? Because numbers carry frequency, just like, frequency and vibrations. So, this is also, even we don't know it, but like holidays. Notice they do holidays on certain dates at certain times because they observe it. They observe it in reverse, though. Like our ancestors did things like for the good. A lot of how can I put this? Some people, they do it for, the people who want you to be a part of the matrix. They do it in reverse because they want to control you. Like, as long as we keep thinking, or they know, as long as we keep thinking that we're dependent upon a system, because we're truly not, because everything that we need has always already been placed in nature and here on earth. But they know that if we truly knew that we didn't need a system, that type of system, because I mean, there's always got to be some type of system, but the type of system that they placed us in, that, like, we there would be no need of, they wouldn't make money, they wouldn't be able to control, they wouldn't have power, that ego stuff. Okay, because like, little do we know, you can look up Nikola Tesla, which he got this science from our ancestors, which I'm gonna cover this tomorrow as well. It's like our numbers, we didn't have sevens. I mean we had sevens, but we didn't observe or honor sevens in the Mayan or Maya um, spiritual system or culture. We observe 3, 6, and 9, as well as 13. Okay, so 369 as well as 13. Okay, so numbers have meaning. So let me tell you the purpose, first of all, and what the 12/12 means. Because, like what stated, is the best thing to do if you're, like, spiritual based, or even if you want to try for the first time. Think about what you want in life. And I'm not talking about no little bitty, fictitious stuff. I'm talking about real things. I'm talking about character. I'm talking about real substantial things. Think about it, what you want for your life for the next year. Okay? For next year. Or starting next year. You just start there. Okay. And, like, if you really want to manifest that, the best time to manifest that will be tomorrow at 12/12 midnight. 12/12/12/12. Get it? 12/12/12/12. Now, the meaning of 12/12, or if you're seeing 12/12, is a reminder to be aware of your thoughts and to keep a positive state of mind. So, seeing 12/12 is a message for you to be conscious of your thoughts and focus on positive thinking to attract the right things into your life for your highest. And that's what I was trying to say earlier, for your highest good. So tomorrow at 12/12/12/12/12, um, under that moon, under that number frequency, those number frequencies, is going to be the best time for law of attraction meditation, for meditations, for prayer, or whatever you may call it. Because 12/12, uh, you have to, it's best to be positive, because it's a sort of like a magnetic, vibration. So whatever you're putting out is what you're going to get back. I'll put it that way. So at 12/12 tomorrow, make sure y'all have your minds on something positive, something that's good for your greater good, something for your greater good. Do not allow anyone to, mess that up for you, because you will have some distractions. There will be some distractions. Trust me. Okay. The hidden meaning behind the number 3. And the reason I bring this up is because 12 Like in numerology, like basically you get down to the single number. So 12, it would be 1 plus 2, which is going to equal 3. 3, 6, 9. 3 is an angelic number. That's why it's 3, 6, and 9 are all angelic numbers. 3 is going to be like your mental elevation. 6 is going to be your spiritual elevation, and 9 is going to be your higher, your higher spiritual elevation. There's a word for that. I don't got it. I don't. I can't recall it at the moment. But the angel number 3 has the energy of kindness, joy, creativity, and imagination. It represents inspiration, creation, manifestation. It represents inspiration, creation, manifestation, and growth. Y'all hear that? So tomorrow is a 3 frequency, which represents inspiration, creation, manifestation, and growth. So tomorrow at 3-3, which 3-3 is a master number. 33 is a master number. 3-3 is a 3 is an angel number. So it represents inspiration, creation, manifestation, and growth. It symbolizes the interconnectedness of your body, the interconnectedness of your body, your mind, and your spirit. And is carefully aligned with the divine energy. So are y'all sort of getting where I'm coming from? Yeah, I'm gonna come back to the chat. I see you, Rochelle. Let me not get off track right quick, because you gotta. I'm trying to stay on my on the spiritual frequency as well. Okay, and so tomorrow at 12:12, like if there, like y'all make sure y'all thinking about something that's for your greater, higher spiritual good, and go ahead and manifest, pray, whatever you call it. I don't care what you call it. But tomorrow, 12:12 would be the best time for that. And so, I'm also pointing out that everything has a meaning, and we're connected, like we're connected to nature. We're connected to everything. We're connected to the cosmos, and it all has an effect. Everything has a meaning. So, I'm just breaking it down like bit by bit. Because I don't, like it's overwhelming. Some people get the wrong impression or whatever, or I think this, I think that. These kind of things are even in the Bible and are in most religions. So, like instead of thinking, witchcraft. Now, the reason why they told you it's witchcraft, even though it's your indigenous ancestral culture, is because they don't want you to be in control of yourself. Once you understand these things, you become in control of yourself. You master self. Like I said, spirituality helps us to master self. Religion helps us to, instructs us to follow man. You want to master self. So give me, lips a little dry. All right. So you want to master self. Master self. Because even in the Bible, it says we are made in the image. And I did a post to my community page today. We are made in the image of goddess/God. We don't all look alike. So that means we all have that same mind and spirit and power of, the higher source. So that means that as above, so below. As above, so below. And we're elevating and we're growing. Like some people never ask themselves, what is the purpose of life? Why am I here? Why are we living? Are we living just to be in the matrix, just to go to work, eat, eat, and fake die? Because technically we never die. We never die. Even in the Bible, it says, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, but the soul and the spirit lingers on. We never die. We lose this body, but our DNA, and as they call it, in the spiritual realm or spiritual ideology or community, the Akashic records. Some people call it the Akashic records, DNA, etc. So like we keep that. So we're the same being. So you might come back as a dog. Like hopefully you don't come back. Hopefully you graduate or you elevate to the next level of life. That's my attempt. That's what I don't, because I don't want to come back here. No, 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 no. I'm trying to correct it. I'm trying to do it right. All right, but our ultimate goal is to do what we are here for, just like in school, because this is where they got that from. The school system, they got it from this system because our ancestors knew this and they taught that. The Mayans even knew about the realms of life. Okay, so our purpose of being here is to elevate, graduate to the next grade or to the next level of life. And it depends on if you do what you're supposed to do in this life. Okay. So I think I pretty much summed all of that up. So let me get to the chat. 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 Thank you, magical moon goddess. I love that name. That is magical. I love that. It's perfect too. I'm so glad you came in here with that. Yeah, and I gotta get you on sometime too. I can tell you resonate, and you have that spiritual. Because I don't know everything, and I'm still trying to learn a lot of stuff. So and it's just good to get with your kindred people. Okay, so let me. I'm trying to go all the way up. Okay, hello, Miss Lady Scoop in the building. Hey, my friend, I hadn't seen you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Heels, lipsticks, guns, boss lady. I like that name too. That's a bad name. Oh yeah, I love some young Pharaoh. Like I said, 75 something. I don't agree with everything. Just like we all are not gonna agree with everything. We all at different levels or whatever. So, we have to and take, give and count of that. Dark and lovely film in the building. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna get into like with the recap of young Pharaoh and what he did, the live stream he did today. Y'all check it out. It's on my community wall. I'm gonna do a little recap of I'm gonna get into a little bit of the Mayan history tomorrow. What's up, bro and sis? DC Kool-Aid and Lisa and Lightstorm in the building. Lightstorm said yes, 13 is sacred and also a feared number. Yeah, it's not feared by us, it's feared by them. That's why, like, what was the Apollo? A lot of different things, Apollo, a lot of different things, and that's Friday the 13th. It's not bad for us, it's bad for them. If you're not on the right frequency, it's bad. Like, it's bad for them, not bad for us. Like, we love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I try to make sure, like, when a lot of times when I move into houses, different things that I move in, and it equates to 369 frequency. Like, I look at those numbers because that determines a lot. Trust me. Trust me. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Stop the Violence Shy in the building. Men stroll. Wait a minute. Men strollation. Menstruation. Whatever. I'm country. I don't care. I love it. It's part of my indigenous tongue. My tongue is not to speak the English language. That's why we get the slang, the ebonics, and all of that, because we have our own indigenous language. When they say that we couldn't read or write, no, we couldn't read or write their language because we had our own. We had our own languages and stuff. We had our own languages. And I'll try to get into a little bit. I think I'll be able to get into a little bit of that tomorrow if I line it up. Hey, my Leos. I didn't know that, Miss B Town Hester. Leo in the building. Rah, rah. Rochelle 200. Yep, I'm opposite of my twin sister. My twin sons are nothing alike, right? Because, every little second, every little thing counts. Dark and lovely film. Aquarius in the building. I ain't gonna hate on you. Loyalty is everything. I bartended for years, and I swear I knew a full moon my customers acted extra foolish. Yes, because it has a very great emotional effect on us as water beings. Muslims have to face a certain direction to pray and must do a 3 times a day. Yeah. Uh, Although in we weren't religious. Most indigenous cultures were not religious. But we a lot of the religions got a lot of their information from our indigenous cultures. So a lot of religions and stuff is like a watered down, a breakdown version, broken down version of our indigenous spiritualities. So, you know, and I think I'm gonna get into that a little bit tomorrow. Pagans way of thinking, yes, because okay, yeah, pagans, yeah, exactly. The matrix is the pagans, like Christmas, you're celebrating a pagan holiday, a pagan date, a pagan ritual. And we don't that that's why we're stuck, because we're not realizing that these are their things that are created for a reason. It's created for a reason to manifest certain things for them. So like a lot of times if I don't even like really break it down or understand the reason of their rituals, I try to do the opposite of what they expect. Magical moon god. Thank you, magical moon goddess. Yes, manifestation. Aristotle, go ahead, QI. Thank you, Rochelle. In other words, the highest good is solitary nucleus. Yep, because the nucleus is the center being. The nucleus is our core. So you're exactly right. Which all other goods are acted upon for. For Aristotle, this highest good is happiness, and I can't pronounce that word, but it's also, translated as living well. Yes, happiness, harmony, balance, peace, all of those good things. Body, mind, and spirit. Yes, 3, 6, and 9. Hey, Lady T, my artist friend in the building. I don't think I spoke to you, Deborah Lewis, in the building. Hello. Hello. Lily in the Valley in the building. And Lily in the Valley said, is the full moon tonight or tomorrow? It's I think it's tonight and tomorrow, but like the best time to meditate is tomorrow at 12:12. 12:12, because it would be 12:12. Okay, light storm. It's so important that we find out what we are designed to do, destined to do. Yes, we're here to find our purpose. And I'm gonna say this, thank you, Light Storm, because tomorrow is the day that you really need to meditate on if you don't know what is your purpose for being here. Because we're in the awakening age, we're in the awakening hour, we're in the awakening period. So like you have to find out why you were placed here in this lifetime at this particular lifetime. What is your mission? What are you supposed to be accomplishing? What's your purpose? And we ain't talk about no like goals, no matrix type of stuff. We're talking about your true essence, your true inner being, your true person, your spiritual being, your you. What is, to like a lot of people, if you want to place it on a religious level, why did God put you here? What is your purpose? What are you supposed to be doing for God? Okay. Queen Lady T in the building. Midnight Star in the building. Good evening, QI, and everyone in the chat. There is a full moon tonight. Anything spiritual or magical can happen, but I'm digging this conversation first time here. Yeah, it's tonight and tomorrow, but it's like tonight, but tomorrow at 12:12, because of the number frequencies and stuff like that. That is the most magnetic time, to manifest. Drunk again, Meek. Yeah, tonight is a 100% full moon. Yeah. Okay, so look, okay, because I did hear somebody say that, like it depends on what day. So do it tonight and tomorrow. How about that? Do it tonight and tomorrow. If it's 100% tonight, do manifest and meditate tonight at 12:12, and do it tomorrow at 12:12. Can't beat that. But today is 11/12, and some people have reverence 11/12, which is also because 11 is like awakening. 11 is awakening. So that, you're going to like the benefit of doing it today is you're going to get greater consciousness. You're going to get more awareness, more spiritual awareness, like, with trying to figure out your purpose, with trying to figure out who you are and what you need to do and things of that nature. Yeah, charger. Yeah, definitely. I ain't gonna say that out loud because a lot of people in this sector are afraid of that because of religion. But yeah, definitely do that. And then even like working, I would probably ask for a lunch break or to go to the bathroom at 12:12. At 12:12, and do my thing. Yeah, Midnight Star. I will be downloading the moon chart. Thank you, Magical Moon Goddess. Thank you. Thank you. I definitely am, and you too. And all women are moon goddesses. Danny Define. Hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. I know you're a spiritual sister as well. I'm even in the bushes cooking, but I am all the way here with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Light Storm. Make sure to also give thanks to. Thank you, Light Storm. Come through. Make sure, Lightstorm says, make sure you also give thanks to your ancestors as well. They can help remove blocks that may be getting in the way from you achieving your goals. Your ancestors are here to help you. And let me just say this, you are your ancestors. That's why you look like them. Because let me break that down. Right now, my mom is an ancestor. Okay, my mom is an ancestor, but we all share DNA. I share DNA with my mom, my dad, and it goes way, 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 way back to the beginning. And your ancestors are designed to help you, and your ancestors work through you, just like with God is the energy frequency through you. God is your ancestor. Goddess is your ancestor that is also within you. So yes, make sure that you honor your ancestors as well, because you don't know how they fight for us. You don't know how much work they put in for us, and you don't know how much they mean. You should know. You definitely should know. But you want to make sure that you definitely honor and give thanks to your ancestors. Okay, Danny Define said duality is at an all-time high with this full moon. Duality. What do you mean? I know what duality is. It's like the opposites. It's like the opposites and stuff, like at an all-time high with this full moon. So break that down for me, Danny Define, if you don't mind. I know you said you was cooking. I hope that you can do it. If not, then leave it in the comment section. I just want to understand what you mean by that. Magical Moon Goddess said, keep your prayers and tiger eye. I'm not going to say that, but and a lot of people resonate with it. And the reason I'm not going to say this because there are some people who are frightened by that. And I'm trying to keep it on a introductory basic level, where people will receive it. I was just going to ask what it be midnight tonight or tomorrow. Do it for both nights because I've heard reference of even tonight, and tonight is 11/12, which is awakening. 11 means awakening, which is going to help you draw greater consciousness, awareness, and things of that nature. And tomorrow, and I would probably do it tomorrow. Well, I would do it tonight at 11/12, tomorrow at 12/12. Okay, yes, give libation and thanks to ancestors. I'm giving my father some wine tonight. Yeah, your mom and your father, your mother and your father. Like in patriarchy and religion, they taught us to only honor, men, which women are, like the women asexuality part of the Genesis, or the closest thing to God. They're the creation. They're the creation. So make sure you definitely do that for your female ancestors, your mother. Oh, I got you. Your mother as well. I got you, Danny Five. Thank you. Thank you. Gemini, both sides wandering back and forth. As far as decisions and directions duality, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you both. Yeah, so that means like make sure that like they say, you want, like what Danny defined is that Gemini. You want to make sure you're positive. You want to make sure that you cast out any negative thoughts. You, because that Gemini, Geminis have a hard time staying in line. Make sure that make sure that you cast out any negative thought. You correct any negative thought. Make sure before you start meditating that you block out all negative energy, all energy that does not work for your high, the greater you, for your greater self. Make sure that you ask your archangels and people and your ancestors to place protection around you and different things of that nature. Why you manifest, to block out that negative energy, just like Danny Define or Lightstorm was saying earlier. Make sure you get them to help block out that negative energy before manifesting, because like I said, there's going to be a lot of, anytime there's good, there's going to be bad trying to interfere. But you all, I have enjoyed this. I got to get ready for the recap of Young Pharaoh tomorrow, and I have some more graphics to work on. So and I want to be able to meditate and be in the right state of mind myself as well. So, like I'm gonna go ahead and say peace for now. But let me go ahead and play this good old music. And before I play this good old music, may I wish you well. I like to say peace, love, and light from that heart. And here we go. Yes, the lower and higher consciousness, right? Watch out for that. When doubt is definitely lower, negative is definitely lower. Any, what lower, the difference between positive and negative, bad and good, doubt, fear, those kind of things. Make sure y'all cast that stuff out. Make sure you send it, like if y'all religious, I rebuke it, rebuke it or whatever, but make sure that you be as positive as you can during those hours, especially. But love, peace, and light, wisdom. Until next time, and let me play a little music as we go out. Peace, family.